I need gloves. I need some gloves. I need gloves. All this bait. Gotta get to the setting up my bobcat and coyote bait. Whew, she stinks. Alright. Woo wee. Man, she stinks. Yeah, she's stinky. Whew. Very stinky. I might be able to carry that probably. Alright. Oh, that's gross. Yeah, it's pretty gross. One bag. 2 bags. Yeah, I got it all. Ooh-wee. Alright. Alright. I'd cut this part out. So I've got running 2 GoPros here. Hey GoPro, say hi to my GoPro Max 360. Yeah, these GoPro Maxes are sweet cameras. So here's where the bobcat came into the turkey carcass last year. I was filming that cat right here, nibbling on the turkey carcass. That cat was slinking away here, almost got away. That bobcat walked this way, and I took a quick snapshot at it right here. Yeah, here's that scene now. Yeah, so yeah, the bobcat was coming in from the swamp and stuff, the thicker woods back here, coming to my bait site. I had a deer carcass here, some turkey carcasses and chicken carcasses. The blind is right over here. So there's the Rhino 150 blind, about 40 yards that way. So I'm putting all this bait out right here, some on this little hump right here, and most of it back there, so I don't get a lot of it on camera. I don't like to be filming the wildlife, having like a lot of deer carcasses or buckets and barrels and stuff on frame. I like to, I like to try to get footage of the wildlife without any unsightly stuff in the way interfering with the shot. So I hide my bait behind the berm. There's a little hill. Most of it will be back there, and I'll have all them sticks, dead branches and sticks covering it to make it harder for the coyote to drag it off. They'll have to work extra hard at getting to it, and there's less chance of having all your bait be gone in one night. Your coyotes will drag all this bait off. I've got like 200 pounds of bait of deer carcasses and stuff here that the coyotes could drag off in one night if I don't bury it with sticks and hemlock, pine boughs and logs, dead trees and stuff. So I'll bury it up, make it tougher for them coyote to drag it off. The rains and snow will come and bury it, freeze it up. The cold temps will freeze this up, and the little water and snow that melts down into the carcasses and in the ground, and the cold temps come on, it'll freeze that up, stick it all together, make it one big meatsicle. It'll all be frozen and stuck underneath all them branches and trees. It'll make it really hard for the coyote to drag that off. They'll have to just lick at it and bite at it and paw at it. They'll work extra hard at it. So it'll actually keep them coyote there long enough for you to get your light on and your gun up and aiming and shooting them coyote before they take off. So that's some tips for you when setting your bait up. Yeah, so I better get all this bait out and get out of here. I've earlier time, like last year, I cut my shooting lanes in here. That blind, like I said, that blind's been set up there for over a year. I deer hunt out of there, coyote and bobcat hunt out of there. I've cut shooting lanes in here and opened up some openings into the swamp over here. I forgot my saw. I meant to bring my saw, so I cut more branches out and open up more shooting lanes in here and open it up a little bit more. But yeah, so blind, about 40 yards that way, and bait's gonna be set up right here. So all them deer carcasses and dead heads will be right here. You know, at a later time after Christmas, I'll set out the turkey and chicken carcasses and other food scraps that I get from Christmas time. So I'll bring out here. I have a bag of I do have a bag of gravy, chicken broth, beef broth, chicken broth, gravies, all that. Bring all that to your bait, save all that, or make it and buy the broths and stuff. Pour it all over the tree trunks and on the ground. Put all that extra scent out there to attract the coyotes and bobcat. And it also creates licking posts for the bobcat and coyote. They'll come in and lick and paw at those stumps and tree trunks, licking that gravy and beef and chicken broth off the tree trunk. That's just extra attracting, extra bait. And then plus your carcasses. All right, enough talking. Let's get this bait set up. I'm in my blind watching my bait site. I got my coyote bobcat bait out there about 40 yards away. Got a 12 gauge shotgun with double odd buckshot over here. Ready to go. The other day I was here watching a couple ravens on the bait. Yeah, that's a good sign. This bait is a new set. The bait's only been out there maybe 3 weeks at most. And that's what you want. You want the crows and ravens and squirrels and mice to come in, start grabbing pieces of your bait, spreading it all over the forest, and leaving scent and pieces of bait all over the place. It's going to allow them coyote and bobcat to find your bait site much quicker and easier, so that they'll come in when you're in your blind sitting and waiting. They'll show up. So yeah, that's a good sign that those ravens are in here digging up that bait, picking at it. They're releasing more scent into the air to broadcast it through the forest to attract those coyote and bobcat. And they're picking up pieces, scraps of deer carcass, spreading it all over the forest and out in the swamp there as the crows and ravens are eating it. And that's going to attract those predators, those coyote, bobcat, fox to your bait that much easier. So I'm glad for that. So that's good. And there has been a coyote in here. I have seen evidence of at least one coyote finding the bait, and I got visual confirmation of it on my first sit here. But he hung up out there about 40 yards. He stopped to look back, but I was struggling getting all my camera gear set up. I wasn't even ready. Didn't have my main camera up on the tripod. I didn't have any cameras up and ready. And he took off somewhere. I don't know which direction he went. But I never had a clear shot opportunity at that coyote anyway. Even with a rifle, I wouldn't have had a shot at him. Because he was jumping up in the tall grasses in the swamp there, bounding off to my right. There was too many trees and stuff in the way. I would have never had a clear shot with a rifle or shotgun. He never came to the bait. Something probably spooked him. Either me moving around, getting ready and set up in the blind spooked him, or he smelt me, or one of the two things. I'm not really sure what it was, but he went on his merry way somewhere. Yeah, I'm hoping that coyote comes back in. Who knows what will show up this evening. I got in here about 1 o'clock, 1:30 p.m. And I figure it's real windy. The temperature's up a little bit. I figure the coyote and bobcat are off bedded somewhere. And I figure within another hour or two, they're going to get up out of their bed and want to go feed. And I'm hoping they come check out the bait. And I'll be here ready and waiting for them. So yeah. So hopefully that's the case. Yeah. So hopefully next time I see you, I've got coyote and bobcat on the bait. Yeah, I'll see you next time. This bait site here for over a month, and I had a small coyote find the bait a couple weeks ago, and the coyote took a rib, took part of the carcass, took some of the, oh wow, it's really windy. I've had this bait site set up here for over a month now. And it took a couple weeks before even a coyote found the bait. But it was just a small coyote that was coming in and hitting my bait. But because of the logging going on, there's logging trucks driving the dirt road over to my right, coming in and out to pick up the logs from Russell doing the logging way in. There's been a lot of disturbance in the area, a lot of human disturbance. So that's kept the coyote away from the area for a while, and bobcat. But now, just now, like after a month of the bait being there, it's getting hit again. And there was a bobcat on it on my way in. I came in as quietly as I could. The snow is frozen and crusty. The snow was very crunchy this morning, and so I was making quite a bit of noise coming in. The bobcat was staring in my direction. The bobcat saw me moving, coming in. I had my snow camo on. I think that helped hide me enough to keep the bobcat at bay, so the bobcat didn't run away right away. But I moved my head kind of like this, and the bobcat saw my shiny face, and it took off into the swampy wetland out here. But in my experience in hunting the bobcat over a bait, they'll come back within an hour of bumping them off. They almost always come back in. You gotta give them a little while. Well, I'm gonna sit back, wait it out a good hour, see if that bobcat does work its way back in. But in the past, they've the bobcat have come back. So we'll see. That was a decent sized one. It wasn't a small bobcat. It was good. Looked like a 20+ pounder. That's a good Maine bobcat. The female bobcat's weights range from 18 to 26, 28 pounds. That's an adult female bobcat. The adult male bobcats can weigh anywhere from they can weigh anywhere from the 20 to 35 pound range. The male bobcat. So, I mean, this one probably, it looked to be a good 20+ pounder. It's probably a female. Who knows? It could be a small young male bobcat. I'm hoping it comes back. That's a nice one. Nice cat. Sign right there. Look at that blood. Yeah, the cat went that way. Yeah. Should be over there somewhere. Oh, I ran this way. Yeah, that's a good track. Down right there. There's the bobcat. Let's go check this thing out. Check it out. Sweet. Sweet. That's a good bobcat. Nice bobcat. That's a nice bobcat. Whew. Yeah, that's a good bobcat for Maine. Yeah, about an average size bobcat for Maine. A good 20 plus pounds, probably 20, 22 pounds, somewhere in there. I think a little under 25. Might be 25 pounds. That's, if it is, that's a big bobcat. A 25, 30 pound bobcat in Maine is a big trophy bobcat. Oh, this thing's heavy. It's not that light. Yeah, so yeah, yeah, that's a nice one. I had this bait I had set up for about a month. It took a good month before animals like this started coming into my bait. And I actually set that bait up with hopes to get a bobcat. That was my first intention with it. But now that I got a bobcat, I'm gonna focus on coyote now. Yeah, I was using a 12 gauge shotgun with buckshot to take this bobcat down. Yeah, nice.